Reporter Abby Hasoris here. We're in Greene County, Tennessee this morning. We've been exploring the Cherokee National Forest, where crews are already out this morning trying to put out a wildfire that started over the weekend. We'll continue to update you on the latest on that. But the most important thing, all around our area, there is a warning today. As we've heard from officials who have said, please do not burn anything, even a cigarette butt, because there are some dry and windy conditions that if a fire does start, it would likely spread very quickly. Now, just to give you an update, throughout the morning, we've been exploring the Cherokee National Park. We've been up in some of the higher elevations where the wind is really gusting. You can both hear it, see it, and feel it when you're up there. Gusts that could range up to 80 miles per hour is what we're hearing from the Great Smoky Mountain National Park as well. Anywhere from 30 to 40 in some of those lower parts, anywhere upwards of 80. Because of those increased fire spreading conditions, they also do have some road closures up there. But we do want to update you, Chimney Rock Fire here in Cherokee National Forest, they say is about 50% contained. They do have crews out. We've already seen a few of them this morning. They're going to be continuing to put out that wildfire. As of last night, there was a warning put out, a red flag warning. Crews are on high alert for those wildfire threats. We do have a story that we brought you last night from one of our reporters, Jared Austin. We have somebody back there who's going to cue that up for you just to give you the latest warning.
Do not set any type of fires outside. A cigarette butt flipped out of the car on the side of the road is starting fires in the conditions that we have.
This is for all outdoor burnings at least through tomorrow night. That's the word from fire officials. Strong winds, low humidity, and warm temperatures make the area a tinderbox for wildfires. We're already seeing fires in our area and across state lines. 2 major fires have burned about 1,000 acres in our region. The 960-acre Thomas Divide Complex fire in the Smokies is about 60% contained. About 70 people are fighting the blaze from the ground and air. And in Cott County, the county's EMA says special preparations are being made for the much-anticipated windstorms. Both major fires were sparked by power lines blown down by the wind.
Our biggest concern, probably the one thing that causes the most fires for us, the wildland fires, is the utility emergencies.
And like I shared, we're in Greene County. We've been exploring the Cherokee National Forest this morning, where crews are working to put out a wildfire that started over the weekend. We do have some video to share with you inside of the National Forest where we are. This is one of the very few places where we can get enough cell signal to be able to go live for you. So we do have some of that video that you can see on your screen. Our photographer Chris Covert shot some of this video. You can see how hazy it is. I know even driving throughout the area this morning, you can still smell a little bit of smoke. We have seen some of those fire crews working to put out the remainder of that fire. It is about 50% contained as of our last check. There is a second fire in our area just over our state lines, the Thomas Divide Complex fire. I know we have some video to show you as well. You can see some of the smoke in the distance, some of the video there, as crews say that there it is about 60% contained. We got an update last night that crews are working to put out that wildfire both by air and on the ground as well. There's about 70 personnel working to put out that wildfire there. The warning, of course, this morning, please do not burn anything today because of those increased risks that if a wildfire or a fire does start, it can spread quickly. Now, we were just up at one of the fire towers earlier this morning, that wind really whipping through you. And you can see just how heavy some of the gusts are. When you take a look at the ground, it's extremely dry. There, of course, one of the concerns, downed power lines, downed trees. Those are all things that can also kind of fuel that fire potential. There are some road closures to warn you about this morning. The Great Smoky Mountain National Park letting us know last night that some of these road closures would take effect, and as of this morning, even more road closures, and they actually kind of moved some of those up, some of those popular places that people travel, like Newfound Gap, as well as Cades Cove Loop. Those are all closed as of right now. You should be able to see on your screen a list of some of those closures for you. We do still also have a list on the WVLT News app if you'd like to check those out. Just catching up with some of the comments, and of course, we have Phoebe. She's sharing that she's saying some prayers. America also saying, please, Lord, keep everyone safe. It is just an important warning to let people know about, as fire crews have said that they are on high alert today, and they're asking people, please do not burn anything today because of those increased risks and because of where we live. I mean, you take a look around here at the National Forest, we have lots of beautiful trees and beautiful mountains, but because of the dry conditions and some of the windy conditions that we're seeing out here this morning, they're asking people, this is a perfect storm. Please don't add don't burn anything, because, that is, adding fuel to the fire here. If anybody does have any questions, we'll continue to keep you posted. Just an update on the two fires that we have been following closely as well. We have Chimney Rock Fire here in the National Forest, Cherokee National Forest. That is about 50% contained as of last check. And we also do have another fire, the Great Smoky Mountain National Park on the North Carolina side. That is the Thomas Divide Complex fire. That is about 60% contained. We obviously wish the crews who are out there this morning, we've seen some here in the National Forest, and we know they're also out in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park as well. We wish our thoughts and prayers are with them, as a lot of people in the comments have said as well. As for this Facebook Live, we'll continue to update you both on air and online throughout the day. But that is our latest update that we wanted to provide for you this morning.